Hello everyone, the 316 here with another Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse review. This time I got the latest Batman themed wave. From the left we have the Batman slash Superman fusion from World's Finest. In the middle here we have Batman Reborn, Dick Grayson Batman, or Dick Bats as some people online have gone to call him. And on the right we have the Adam West Batman. I got mine from the McFarlane Toy Store in the bundle, and it was on sale. They're usually always on sale. Shipping sucks though. Got 10% off, and it was about like $3 above retail, so not too bad. But I guess it really just depends on where you live from MTS, or if you have the gold or platinum subscription, like once a year, $100. You get an additional 10% off your order. Yada yada yada. Anyway, back to this wave. I am going to start off with the cards. So here's the Batman Superman fusion. I always liked this suit and I really wanted to get it. And, I'm glad I have it. Looks cool, and glad I have it in figure form. Here is Batman Reborn, Dick Grayson Batman. There you go. And Adam West doesn't come with the card. Instead, he has this enter for a chance to win a cowl. I've already redeemed the code by the time this video is going up, but basically scratch the code or scan the QR code and follow the directions to enter the sweepstakes. What I wanted to show was the sweepstakes ends 2/28 of 2025. It's a long time from now, so we got like over 6 months, right? It's around that time, but and that is indicated on the box of this Adam West as well. And since I'm here, here's the box. And then there's a QR code to take you to the link. There's the barcode if you're looking for the figure. Also, he's got the classic TV series there and up on the top as well. And then on the back, it's a picture of Adam West Batman. Um, Dick Bats here. He comes pretty standard, and it has the artwork of when he was featured as Batman. And this Damian Wayne is coming. I did not pre-order it, but if this video gets 50 likes, I'll do a review on that Robin. I did go ahead and get up that Deathstroke, though. Don't have a Deathstroke yet. And then here's Batman Superman Fusion. Again, standard stuff. And on the back, it's the artwork as well. All of these have a Platinum Chase version. This guy has like translucent legs and his belt is yellow. He has a blue variant and his is black and white. I'm really looking for this variant platinum, but I just don't want to spend the aftermarket prices. It's a nice figure, but I don't need that translucent platinum. The blue platinum Dick Grayson Batman looks pretty good though. Not a fan of black and white platinums though. I skipped out on that one, as well as the anime Batman one. But back to accessories. Starting off with Batman Superman Fusion here. He comes with 3 of these painted green batarangs. They're very nice looking batarangs. I didn't read the comic that this featured in, so I don't know if it's accurate or not. But he also comes with 1 extra hand, which is a left splayed open hand. His right hand is a fist, and his other left hand is a just holding hand for the batarangs. Really wish he came with some more hands. He comes with a lot of new stuff though, but I really feel like they could have gave him at least 1 additional hand for his right side. But oh well. Dick Grayson Batman here. He comes with some new, not sure what these would be, bat knuckles, like brass knuckles, but Batman inspired. They kind of remind me of the electrical gloves from Arkham Origins. And then he comes with another pair of hands, these clawed open ones we saw with the Nightfall Bane 2-pack. And he also has holding hands as well, but no batarangs to use those accessories. And then Adam West Batman here, he comes with the most by far. He also comes with 3 sets of hands, but they're not all the same. He comes with a left and a right holding hand for his accessories. He comes with 2 of these hands for his I guess, famous like meme where he's like dancing and stuff. But you know, he could do the thing with his eyes like that if you wanted to. I just left the one on because I thought it looked funny. And then he comes with two other hands, both pointing, but one is more direct, and then one is more like a trigger finger style holding hand. But I don't know why they made this particular hand. It's just kind of weird looking. Like, I just don't get it. Maybe that's just supposed to hold the. Where'd it go? There we go. This might be to hold the batarang. I mean, it holds it well enough, I guess. You also have this accessory here, which is, I think, a remote control. I'm not sure if it's from a particular episode or not. This holds in the hand just fine, but I have had some issue with it staying in the hand, but there you go. And then the batarang in the holding hand here. This one doesn't hold as well as some other batarang. Oh well. Also, I noticed this one has a hole. Maybe they were going to add some wire to this. I mean, I would have liked that. Maybe if they make Robin in this scale. I'm not quite sure, but good amount of accessories for each figure. I think that, you know, Adam West is the best, and Batman Superman Fusion is the worst accessories-wise. But let's go ahead and get into these figures, these Batman Superman Fusion. This one came out really well. This reuses the Speeding Bullets Batman Superman figure, so, you know, kind of appropriate. This body mold has been used for 2 times when Batman and Superman were the same character in technicality. You know, it's done well enough. I like that they did go ahead and sculpt a new crotch piece as well as a new head sculpt. I believe the head sculpt is not the same as the Speeding Bullets one, but they also painted the logo on the back as well. Really like that. It is a little rough in spots, like some of the plastic got up and out of the body. What's really nice about the blue here, it's hard to see on camera, but there is a darker blue wash added, or dry brushing rather, added to the torso here on the front and the back. It's just really well done. Again, a little hard to see on camera, but you can kind of see it there with the darker paint. Really love how that turned out. I don't believe they added it to the forearms. I think the forearms are actually the darker blue color rather than the lighter blue one, but still, that's pretty cool. It definitely doesn't seem like the black is bleeding through. It definitely looks like a more purpley blue color than it is black. The belt here, it does look a little weird. If I look at the card, though, the card here has like Wonder Woman's lasso back there, and this just ain't it. You know, it might or might not actually be Wonder Woman's lasso, but that's what it reminded me of. Also, I'm not a big fan of this crotch piece not dipping down further. They could have added another like couple centimeters on that. It's just, or better yet, reuse the John Kent body legs. That would have worked, but oh well. Rest of the figure's good though. It's painted where it should be, you know, with the red on the traps as well as the shoulders here. And I think they did a pretty decent job of hiding the ribbed detail of that Speeding Bullets Batman Superman figure. But yeah, good looking figure, and you know, glad to add it to the collection. They also have some paint here on his forearms for like the effect of the Green Lantern of him. It's done okay. I wish there was something on the wrists, but oh well. Articulation-wise, standard fare. Touch the shoulder pretty easily. And can he kick his own ass? It looks like that's a no. He cannot kick his own ass. And how high can he kick up? Not very good. Twist-wise, not much. And then ab crunch. Actually, pretty decent ab crunch. That's not too bad for Mcfarlane, that is. And then, of course, backwards is always pretty good. I do not like rotating this upper body because the edges of the plastic like interfere with the harder plastic ab section, and it feels like something's gonna warp or break, and I just don't like doing that. But that's Superman Batman Fusion. Love that figure. Glad to have it. Now this figure here, I wasn't actually gonna buy, but I wanted the other two, but this one was not really one I was interested in, and I am glad that I ended up getting this with the bundle because this is a great Batman figure. There's nothing else to say. This is just a really good Batman figure. It does reuse the Nightfall body mold, which is fine. It's a good Batman body mold, and I'm glad they're reusing it. This one in particular reuses the upper torso from Nightfall, uh, Bane 2-pack, that is. Had to clarify. And of course, it does have the wired cape here. This one does not have the bat points like the logo does. This one is, or actually, it does. Huh. I, I guess I was wrong. I thought it was flat, but no. These ones have the spiky bits. Wingspan's really nice on this cape. It's not too long like the Nightfall Bane 2-pack one was. It's just big enough. Like it's not too big. It doesn't get in the way too much, but you can still pose it really nicely because it's got a wire. Just something like that. Looks good. This is probably one of the better capes in my opinion. It's not the material I like, but rather the size of it. They make the capes too big, and uh, it detracts from the quality of the figure. They make them just the right size. Like this one, it's a good figure, and I really do feel like you could reuse this body mold for an Arkham City inspired Batman. Like the logo is pretty much exactly the same, if not just a little squished. But again, not too bad. The belt here is gold. It's nice. Nothing, you know, nothing bad to say about it. It's a belt. I do say I don't like the mismatch here that almost all of my Mcfarlane figures have. I keep having to readjust that piece so that it's not like going off this way and the other piece is going off the other way. The head sculpt's really nice too. This is Dick Grayson as Batman, but I feel like you could cheat with this and say this is Bruce Wayne. And if you really wanted to, you could reuse the Rebirth digital figure Bruce Wayne head on here. You could do that. I have seen some people just take the belt off and use a different belt for a Bruce Wayne Batman, and it looks really good. I'm not a big fan of the forearms, though. That is actually a new part here. It's got two of the bat spikes on it rather than three, and it's not bad. It's just not something that I would personally use. Also, one other thing I forgot to mention with these forearms. These forearms are actually molded in bat black, painted this light gray color. You can see that big gash there from when I tried to take the plastic twist ties off. Yeah, I thought that was weird that they molded the forearm in black. I just don't understand the choices that McFarlane makes with some of these figures. It's weird. Paint wise, I mean. Like why would you make that in black and then paint it a lighter I don't know. I don't make the figures. I just don't know. Adam West Batman here. I finally got all of the live action Batman figures. All 6 from the movies. Or 7 now, actually. He had a movie. I don't know if it was direct to DVD, TV, or if it was in theaters, but I'm pretty sure it was. And this figure's pretty good. It's almost completely brand new. There is very slight reuse. If I bring in the Dick Grayson Batman here, you'll see that the knee joints have been reused. However, I think that the rest has not been reused. Like the thigh here, I think that's a new part, as well as the like upper calf section, although that might be reused. The upper calf might be reused, but everything else looks to be pretty much brand new. And yeah, I mean, it's a good Batman figure. The likeness is what's really important here, and I think they did a great job on that. I mean, they've been doing the 6-inch scaled versions of the classic TV series Batman, and he looks pretty good. Like, what else could I say? That's Adam West's Batman, and they did a good job. The upper torso here is smaller, like it should be, and you can kind of see the rotator cuff pieces sticking out a bit more, and in certain poses you might see a little bit of gap. It doesn't look bad. It's just it might not be something that you're used to in this line. Those rotator cuffs being so far out of the figure, it's just weird to me. But he gets great range of movement in the shoulder here. Can't get it up any higher than that, but perfectly vertical. That's what you want to see. Or horizontal, not vertical. Vertical straight up. Um, I don't think these forearms are reused, but they're good. They look good. Uh, Logo's painted on nicely. Arc back. Can't crunch it all. The belt here, it's kind of like squished on this side. It's kind of hard to see that on camera, but like I feel like my belt is warped here trying to fix it. Also, this is a nice plastic that they used on this midsection piece. It's nice and sturdy, doesn't feel like it's gonna break, or it's like cheap plastic. It just feels good. He's got a minimal amount of swivel in his upper thigh there. Pretty good figure, but what I don't actually like about this figure is the wired cape. It's not the color being wrong, it's just that it's way too damn long. And this is what I was kind of getting at. Like, this touches the ground, it's that long. I wish that they just made it shorter. And I have seen some people actually cut from here straight or curved across, I guess, so that his cape is not touching the ground like this is. The cape is just too big. I don't know why they decided to do this. I almost feel like they accidentally swapped this cape out with the Hugo Strange one, because this is too long, and I feel like this would have fit that figure better. But you know, wired cape can get it in some decent poses. Looks good. Articulation wise, I already showed you the ab crunch. He can touch his own shoulder. He cannot kick his own ass. Proportionally, I think this figure has surpassed my expectations. I don't think anything here looks too out of the ordinary. The legs look like, you know, human legs. This looks like Adam West. And, you know, I don't think any of the live action figures past 2020 have looked bad. Like, they've done a good job with all of them. Like, there's not one downright bad live action figure that they've done. Oh, also, I think this one's a bit of a defect on my figure, but this side, this boot, it's just so weirdly like curved or articulated, and it makes the figure harder to stand up properly without having him in some kind of weird leg pose. Before I forget, let me show you how high up they can look. So that's Fusion, that's Dick Grayson Batman, and that's Adam West. Adam West probably gets the best, then Dick Grayson Bats, and then Batman Superman Fusion. Anyway, let's go ahead and see how these guys do in the size comparisons. Only going to do a couple here, mostly DC and Batman figures, but Fusion stands at the tip of his ears about 7.5 inches tall. Dick Grayson Batman about the same, and Adam West Batman is closer to 7.25 inches tall. Let's go ahead and get out these other Batman figures, starting off with the usual suspect here. We have the Arkham City Batman, and I'm going to have him here. But, like, they're the exact same height, pretty much. He looks a little bit shorter, but, you know, pop that head on this body, pop the crotch piece over. It's a pretty decent custom. Like, I don't think that'd be a bad custom. I still really like this figure, though, despite its flaws. But, yeah, if you wanted to do that, you easily could do that. And to my eye, these grays look to be the same color too. So, you know, you could, you know, take that upper torso, put it on that midsection, take these legs, move them over, take the, you know, the arms as well. Like, this wouldn't be a bad custom. So if anyone wants to do that, send it to me, like on Reddit. Please, like, I'd like to see it. Anyway, let's go ahead and see how he looks, or how they look next to some other Batman figures. Of course, I talked about him earlier, but here is the Digital Wave Rebirth Batman. Still one of my favorite Batman figures, but I don't know, this Dick Grayson Batman one's kind of really like drawing my eye, and I'm really liking this one a lot more than I thought I would. Got some on the Hush mold here. We have the first appearance Batman. This guy is still really tall. He's gonna stick him in the back with all the wired cape bros. The black and gray Hush Batman figure here. He's tall, same body mold as the previous figure I just mentioned. And of course I had to bring in Nightfall. Can't have, you know, Batman figure without the Nightfall one. So I do recommend all three of these figures to pick up. My favorite one is, it's kind of hard to choose. I really wanted that Fusion Batman Superman, and it's a good figure, but it's nothing like superb or extraordinary. If you find the Platinum, you should get that one. It's got translucent legs on it, and it just looks really cool. And I still want it, but I don't know if I want to spend $40 on it, you know? The Dick Grayson Batman, probably one of the better, just standard looking Batman figures, like black and gray. I mean, it's really good. It might work well for an Arkham City custom, and it's just good. Like, you could fudge it in as Bruce Wayne if you want. You know, you could do a head swap. Not going to do that here. I don't have any black and gray Batman figures besides the Arkham City one, like I said. The Adam West Batman, I think, is great too. And, you know, you can enter to win that cowl as well, that replica cowl. So if you want to do that, go ahead. I do wish he came with just a standard card, though. I don't really want to put this one on my card binder, but I'm going to have to, just, you know, for consistency's sake. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below which is your favorite Batman figure here. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe, and hit the bell. It all helps out the channel. And as always, peace.